Bobby.
And I'm John. Hi, I'm Joonas.
And I'm Ben.
And we're from Oceanhoarse. It's been a busy 22, and we're really expecting another busy year. Hopefully. Yeah. Really cool to do it with SOEN. They're just a bunch of cool gentlemen, really cool people.
Yeah, it just happened so that the tour was supposed to be a year earlier. It got cancelled. Then not only got it cancelled, then it got kind of split into different parts, but also we kind of won in that way that they also got longer and longer, and then more shows got added here and there. So we did a Scandinavian tour with them separately, then Spain and Portugal separately 1 week, went with them to Denmark first, and then a month in Europe later. So at the end we did a whole bunch of touring with them. Mm-hmm. So it was actually very good, and most of it was doing last year. Yeah. And then also we started the year by recording this album in March, I think.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was a busy year for sure. We rehearsed the whole end of 21.
Yeah.
Got everything ready, chose the songs.
Yeah.
Prepared ourselves, and then just booked a studio for a week and banged it out.
Yeah. We were kind of ready to just, release everything. So we've been practicing and, writing the whole time before it. So it was quite. Once we booked the studio, it was just, basically letting go and pushing record. So yeah.
Stupidity is one.
Yeah, for sure.
Just we didn't take a break at any point during these 5 years. We've just been writing and just always at the rehearsal place, jamming, and actually this is the first time right now that we've taken a conscious break from writing, just so we can clear our heads and make sure that the next album is going to sound different from the things we've done in the past. Even though I do think that the EP sounds different from the debut, that sounds different from this one, but I want the next one to sound much different. And that means we need to write it at a separate time. Mm-hmm. And everything else was kind of written not all at once, but we never took a break. It was just song after song after song, and some of the songs on this album were already written 3 years ago. Some of them were ready while we were recording the first album, but we just chose to put it to the side to let them shimmer a bit more. And it's a time now to take a breather after this album and gather our thoughts and think, decide what kind of what's the next move music wise. And actually really like the idea also to have put some restrictions on ourselves instead of just let's just see what happens. Let's just talk together. What do we want to do? What kind of music do we feel like Oceanhoarse should be like in 2023 or 24? Yeah. And with that set of mind, let's choose a tuning, for example. Which tuning is best for Jonas' voice, or what do we feel most comfortable playing at? And I'll just start writing riffs in that vein, or maybe tempo-wise. Do we like the slower ones, the faster ones?
Yeah.
I think it's sometimes very inspiring instead of hey dude, just write whatever and we'll see what happens.
Yeah.
I like some guidelines.
And analyze a bit, singing wise, what kind of songs is it that stylistically that I enjoy singing. That's not just doing everything overboard, from screaming to, so just finding.
Or we can scratch all that and just look at Spotify statistics and choose the songs that stream the best and do that again.
Yeah.
Or other bands. Blind channel.
True.
We
should do the Eurovision contest.
Dude.
Because that fits us so well because you have to use backing tracks there.
Yeah, true. Yeah. We're good at that.
Yeah. I mean, we haven't been too vocal about not doing that.
We were in Madrid, Spain. I remember this. I'm not sure if you do, but we were sitting on a cafe on the street, and we started to think about just songs that we're gonna put on this album, and we felt like.
So this was 2021.
Yeah.
Yeah, we did the Spain and Portugal week with SOEN 2021. a week there, and me and Joonas were walking in Madrid, and then went to a cafe, and we're sitting down and just talking. Okay, we have the studio coming. Which songs should we do for the album? And I just suggested like maybe we should give Waves another go. I don't think we quite did it justice, and also we've never done it with Joonas before.
Yeah.
So it felt like a missed opportunity. Like I want to hear it slower. I want to hear it tuned down a bit, and of course I wanted to hear Joonas's voice.
Yeah, and we had that on the live album, and on that Marco tour, we felt like there's some
really
magic there. So, and we never kind of got that on tape really.
Yeah, I was actually wondering if it's a bit slower, but then it is. I guess.
It is. Yeah, it's slower and it's tuned lower also, so it's super
Yeah,
heavy.
there's like ambient waves. Were they always there? No, right?
I think they were.
Oh.
No, maybe they. Oh, I can't remember if the original had it or not. This is kind of a bonus song actually on this one. It's not going to be on the vinyl, but it's on the digital and the CD version. So it's kind of semi-bonus track on this.
Wait,
song.
is the order scrambled up? Like it's somewhere in the middle though, right?
It is, yeah. So it makes sense in the sequencing. It's not just throwing it in at the end.
Ah, interesting. Why did you decide to add a bonus track like in the middle?
It sounds better there instead of at the end.
I think that's
better listening experience.
Okay, cool. I think that's another first.
Yeah, I guess.
I can't think of any band that has ever done that.
My thought is that we kind of pushed our sound and the kind of raw and live feel. We wanted to just do it all the way this time. Like everything we felt we missed out on the first one, like sound-wise or feeling-wise, or playing in the studio or whatever it was. We kind of wanted to get that on this one. So we wanted to like everything we like think that is our thing, the live raw feel. We want that to be like to the max on this album. Yeah.
But the progressive thing it's so funny to me because we've been hearing that since the first single release, and I never hear it in our music because I played it in Moral, which there I could hear it.
Yeah.
And then we released the Oceanhoarse, the song, and to me that's the most dumb, straightforward 4/4 heavy metal song. People are like, oh, it's a bit progressive. I'm like, where? Show me.
I would say it's like proggy, but there is something.
But a lot of people say that, so I'm sure they're right, and I'm wrong. I just hear it differently. I'm not fighting it anymore. It's always just puzzles me. Like, where is it? I'm sure it's somewhere there, and I'm trying to find it. But it's funny that we hear that a lot, but I'm not fighting it anymore. Like, okay, we're a bit proggy.
Is it an
okay.
insult?
No, it's not at all. I love proggy metal.
Yeah, and we've noticed that on tour with SOEN also, because there's a lot of prog fans and they seem to really love our stuff. So yeah.
Yeah. But we've been talking about it. It's so funny that you hear your own music so differently than other people.
Yeah.
Even the four of us, we were talking about our music in the songs in the rehearsal place, and then we go out or read a review, and it's like they're talking about another band.
Yeah.
We don't recognize ourselves at all from the influences they name. Like, oh, this sounds like this. Like, no, I've never heard of this fucking band. What are you talking about?
Like whatever you think about your own music,
We're
wrong. Always wrong.
Yeah.
100% of the time. Yeah.
But it's okay. But it's just funny. It's so weird.
Yeah.
Actually, the funny thing about that song is it used to be everything you hear in that song used to be a C part of a totally different song. We had a song with another riff, another bridge, another chorus, and then at the end of that song we had this crazy riff come in, and what you hear as the chorus of Brick. And we just loved that part so much, or those parts, and we're not that crazy about the rest of the song. So I'm just like, maybe we can just drop the song and keep the ending and build a short song out of that. And that's what we did. We just started working on that and added another turnaround with those parts. And that's actually because I don't think I would have thought to write a riff like that as a main riff. But as a C riff, then why not? Something crazy with the whammy bar and too many notes. And that's why it sounds a bit different, because it was never meant to be a main riff or a whole song. It was supposed to be something crazy at the last minute of a song. So it's a fun way to actually, nice exercise to try to do songs like that. We should try to do that more.
Yeah.
Write a 5-minute song, just take the ending and make that
the crazy parts and use that. That was all thanks to
Yeah.
Martin Lopez.
Yeah, that's actually Lopez from SOEN playing percussion on smoke signals and nails. We're playing with them in Sweden, and I just asked him after one show. We're talking, and he's like giving us high praise and compliments. And I'm like, well, if you like us, actually I have a question, because we have a couple of songs that I really could hear some percussion on, and we have Finnish shows with you in a week. They were coming to play here. Would you mind to play on a couple of our songs? I was like, sure, if you can find me some drums, I'll come by and record them. And yeah, a week later, he's in my basement. I set up the mics in the sauna, because that's the best sounding room in our house, all wooden. And I got him the drums he wanted, and the producer and recorder, the engineer was there to help me out. And yeah, Martin was playing the percussion, and it sounds really good. It really does a lot to those two songs, especially Smoke Signals.
Yeah.
A whole different vibe.
Yeah, and it's very subtle, like it's not overpowering, but it adds like a nice flavor to it somehow.
Yeah, I think so too.
Yeah. And you say if you have Lopez in there, like it is proggy. Like
Yeah.
you can't deny it anymore.
I'm not denying it.
We're all in. We're all
I'm
in.
embracing it. We're a prog band. Hallelujah.
Prog band. Prog fans. Here we come.
Finally, after 2 years of cancellations. Yeah, the first one was 2019, and then it went so well, and On The Rocks wanted to do it again. We wanted to do it again. We had everything booked, and then the cancellations, not once but twice. And now finally last December, we got to do it. And it was worth it. The place was packed. Tons of tickets sold. Such a good vibe.
Yeah.
Great bands, great shows. People loved it.
Yeah.
A lot of work, but again, we booked it for next year.
Yeah. It's coming again.
So, yeah, it's just a fun thing to do.
Mm-hmm.
Well, fun is stretching. It's a lot of fucking work.
Yeah.
But
I'm not sure if Yuri said it was hell on earth. I guess on the last interview.
Yeah, I really don't know how you can be so productive and have all these sides. Like, is Horsefest open air coming soon as well, or?
We'll see.
Yeah. We have to ask Yuri. I think it was like, I think we're just gonna do everything we can on the rocks, and we'll see.
No, but already last time, like a few days before, me and Yuri talking like, this is the last time, right? This enough. Like, yeah, we'll see. And I would say this, in 2 weeks from now we'll announce the horse cruise at the Bahamas.
Oh yeah.
It's coming.
I think he is, like, I'm not sure, yeah. I think he's the guy who, like, if there's a crazy idea, like from Ben, like Horsefest, I think he's like realistic, but he's like, how can we do this? He just gets all the details down, like how to do it. So he's not like saying ever that it's impossible, but it's like, how can we do this? And he's like gets everything planned. Yeah.
But it's not even fair, because when, like Horsefest for example, I came up with a stupid idea and I pitched it to him, and somehow he says yes. And at the end of the day, he's doing most of the work, like the heavy lifting for it. It's like not fair. Like I wasn't expecting that. We just took it like piece by piece. Okay, I'll get this, I'll do this. And of course we all pitch in, and for example, I'll do the band booking and fix that. He does the stage, the clinic stage. But yeah, that's just his nature, to do a lot of the day by day organizing.
Yeah.
But for sure, yeah, he's the one I call with the stupid ideas, just to make sure if they're stupid enough that we can do them, or maybe don't do them.
Yeah, the best ideas are just on the limit.
On the on the line.
Yeah.
Last one, Dead Reckoning, it was my brother's artwork. This time it was a collaboration between, it was my dad who took the photograph, he's a professional photographer. It's his photo of a concept that me and my brother did, and it's a mask that my brother built from wood, and it's my son who's holding it. So it's 3 generations of Varons together making this one picture. So I really like the whole vibe of that. But it turned out really cool with the colors and the whole thing. And the mask is amazing that my brother built, the Oceanhoarse mask with the face coming out of it, and Yeah, it's really really cool. Not the whole album, but a lot of new songs. Yeah, we're just now practicing. We're rehearsing all the songs from the new album, so we can pick the best ones, the ones we actually played the best, and we'll see which works best live. And
and some older songs also just mixed in, and a perfect combination.
But it's hard already after 2 albums to choose the set list. So I just remember like the last days of Immoral with 7 albums. It's a pain in the ass to make the set list. So which songs, 1 from each album, especially songs 6, 7, 8 minutes long. But even now, like, okay, we can't play all these old songs anymore because we need to play at least half of the new album. So what are we gonna do?
Mm-hmm.
But that's how it is.
Yeah, well, at least you don't have to, take backing tracks into account yet.
That's a good point. Yet.
Eurovision 2024.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have some hooks in the water, but nothing confirmed, nothing we can say out loud yet. But yeah, it needs to be the right headliner that would support, because it's at the moment it's so expensive to even get on that bus, so it needs to be the right tour package to make sense.
What would be like your dream lineup at this point, Do you have any?
Metallica, Mastodon, Gojira, Oceanhoarse.
Again, like, Gojira is Prague. But okay.
Is it?
I would go see it.
I would say it is, yeah.
Yeah, it is. Mastodon
Really?
as well.
Okay, yeah, you might
I'll
be
come
right.
back to it. Yeah.
Fuck, I'm in a Prague band.
That's a shirt. Fuck, I'm in a prog band.
Please make that. I would wear it.
I think that was my last thought. I'm gonna go cry myself to sleep now.
I'm just gonna say, come to the album release show on the 4th of March, and our the release party on the 17th in Bodum Bar. Come and have a sauna with me.
That doesn't sound creepy at all.
I think that's totally fine.